Hi again, everyone. It's time to finish these small welding projects. All I'm basically going to do is trim the bottom to make it more decorative. I mean, it looks fine as it is, but you know me, I don't like everything just fine. It has to be badass, right? So I'm just going to put a little decorative trim around the bottom of both of them. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do with this one, but with this one I already have cut. I found this in my scrap metal bin. I already have this piece of perforated steel. It's been cut previously. It was in the scrap bin, like I said. And I'm just going to cut it up and piece it along the bottom because it matches our bottom. And I think that'll look really nice. So I'm going to clean this piece of steel up, break out the bandsaw, just cut it up into little pieces and weld it along the bottom. And what I may do with this, because this one I have to, I can only do 3 sides because we want the back to lay flush. So yeah, we'll get to that. Let's get this perforated steel here cleaned up, cut up, and welded on. It's gonna be badass. You could use that in the gym. It looks like a nice day out here, but it's not. It's colder than shit. I got up this morning and I stoked that wood stove first thing, baby. It's easier to clean this whole piece and then cut it instead of cutting it and then cleaning 4 separate pieces. We'll rough it in and then grind it smooth. Probably hammer these down, these edges down, so they kind of, you'll see. Once I get it tacked, I'll put the hammer to it. So how y'all doing this morning? I can say stuff like that on a whim because you can't answer me right away, right? And by the time you do answer in the comments, I might not care, right? We're ready to go. We don't have to even do any settings at all because it's the same project. Pretty much 15 amps or volts works for everything. Heck yeah. Yesterday I laid my torch down on the workbench and I laid it against a piece of steel and the trigger. I lost about a pound of wire. Not the first time I did that. See, that way we can match it up to the other side. Easy as pie. Heck yeah, buddy. All right, this is the last one. The fourth side. Give it that nice finished look. After we grind it out, of course. Everything matches real nice. It's just like a little pan that the house sits down in. Okay, I like that. We're just going to put a perch on that and call that done. Well, we have to paint it. So I'm going to find a steel rod. First I'm going to drill a hole to place the steel rod in, and then I'm going to cut and weld a perch on there. All right, we made a little dot right there. Get our drill out and drill a little hole with our Harbor Freight Cobalt drill bit. I think it's better to drill a hole and stick the rod down in the hole than it is to just weld it on the outside. So I have a steel rod, although be it rusty as heck. We'll clean it up. Should fit. Yeah, that'll do nicely. All right. How long is a perch supposed to be? Just long enough for a bird to perch on, right? Yep. That's probably about right. All right, we gotta clean this perch up now. I guess I should have cleaned it up before I cut it. It would have made it easier. We'll just use a little magnet to kind of hold it in place here, get it as straight as we can. Had to get a bigger magnet. All right, that looks good. And there's our perch. There's our perch, there's our decorative trim. There's our 190-pound hanger. Oh, that's gonna need it. Probably best way to use this would be just get one of those hooks and screw a lag hook into the underside of a tree limb or a building, and then using the hook would just you could just hang it like that. That would be pretty safe, and the wind would not knock anybody out with that. But that is what I call done. And we made that really fast. We'll do this one tomorrow or the next day. Right now I want to get this painted. Heck yeah! Let's see if we can find our acetone. Oh where could it be? Hey, there's a fancy cabinet. I wonder where a person gets a cabinet like that. Boy, we built a lot of crap this winter, didn't we? Didn't we, guys? The reason I like to, I don't always do it, but I like to rub these projects down with acetone right before I paint, because there's a lot of oil and grease still on the steel. Oil because I put it there to drill, and paint don't like that sort of thing. The acetone takes it all right off. This makes life easier. Alright, what color are we using? We are going to use Gloss Sunburst Yellow. Artists know. Yeah, buddy. And we're going to do the inside and the outside to protect the metal. This birdhouse will be raising families long after we're all gone. If the person that I gift this to takes care of it, it's okay. She don't watch the channel. I can say whatever I want. It's a relative. Boy, I wonder how much sending 100 pounds in the mail is going to cost. Let's go find a brush. Yeah, buddy. Well, there's one coat, and this is oil-based paint, so it takes a long time to dry. I got the DeWalt fan on it. Just need to make sure there's no drips. What I did, guys, let me show you. Over here on the other side, I got to looking at this eye hook, and feeling how heavy this thing was. So I burned all the paint off of this roof that I had already painted it, wire brushed it, heated it. And then I ran another bead of weld all the way across this eye hook. I mean, I'm sure it was fine before. It didn't seem like it wasn't, but just to be safe, because this is going to be a gift for somebody, I didn't want to take any chances that I gift this to somebody and next thing you know, they're walking underneath it somewhere and bonk on the head. So we made sure I ran a real nice thick bead all the way across that eye hook, just for peace of mind. We'll come back to it. Okay, there's our last coat of paint. Just to let you know that it hangs really nice. I put these grips on the table and hung the house from it to help the paint dry, because I had to paint the bottom of it. There was no place to set it down. So we got our fan on it, and it takes several hours for this to dry, and we'll put some stickers on it, some outdoor stickers, and call it good. And this birdhouse will last your lifetime, and your grandkids, and their grandkids, and their grandkids' grandkids. They'll dig this birdhouse up 2,000 years from now and talk about how primitively built it was. Yeah, buddy. So I put another coat of paint on all of this, and I'm calling it done. And I really, really like the way it came out. A lot. It came out better than I had hoped. So I'd be right proud to send this gift off. I did learn something today while I was waiting for paint to dry. I went to Harbor. Yeah, I did. Imagine that. I picked up this reflective tape. And I also, while I was there, found out something that I kind of knew, but I didn't know. So let me show you what that was after I finish this. I want to put this reflective tape on this birdhouse because I think it looks cool, number one. Number two, because it looks cool. It just breaks up the color scheme without having to apply more paint, which makes it badass. Done. And there it is. I was going to get some stickers, put some little bird stickers or little butterflies and stuff like that up here. But yeah, I'm not going to do that. I like the way it looks, just the way it is. It is very strong, very sturdy. There is no way this is going to fall. And if it does fall, for some weird reason, maybe a cyclone, a hurricane, a twister, something like that, it wouldn't break this, it would break the tree limb it was hanging from. Yeah, that way you'll be able to recover it because you'll be able to see it with the reflectix on it now. See that? Yeah. Just scrap metal. So we're gonna mail this off to very special relative. I won't go into who it is or anything, because it just doesn't matter. They'll know who it is. Anyway, while I was at Harbor Freight, noticing their HERCULES tools, I was there, I was looking at their HERCULES tools, and now, I said previously that I am a Harbor Freight fanboy. No doubt about it. It's just without a question. I'm a tool fanboy, but I really love Harbor Freight. Most of the stuff that I have in here is from Harbor Freight. I'm a hobbyist, and they work just fine for me. A lot of them are better than fine. So I was a little kind of going to buy that Ultra HERCULES torque wrench they just come out with that supposedly has 1,400 pounds of torque and all that. And I was adding it up. It's like I'm off the top of my head there. I took some pictures, but off the top of my head, I think the charger was $40. The tool itself, the bare tool only, was $199, 200 bucks. The charger, 40 bucks. A 5 amp hour battery was 70 bucks. The big 12 amp battery was 150 bucks. Plus, I'm not on that platform as of yet. HERCULES platform, meaning I have multiple batteries and charging stations and tools and stuff like that. I don't have any HERCULES tools. I got HERCULES flap discs and cutoff discs and stuff like that. So, get to the point, Jesse. Okay, all right. For less money, I was kind of surprised by it myself. For less money and a better quality tool. I mean, you just got to admit it. I love Harbor Freight. If you're out there, I love you, Harbor Freight. But for the money, did you notice it was a little fuller over here? Yeah, I picked the DCF900. The most powerful impact wrench in its class, period, bar none. Look at the max torque channel test. This thing has officially surpassed Milwaukee and taken over the #1 spot as far as torque wrenches go. I am 100% certain that this DeWalt DCF900 half-inch torque wrench will easily take the lug nuts off my Kodiak truck. And so this will be a traveling companion with me when we're out camping. And that's the reason I wanted it. Quite honestly, I wanted something that could easily remove the lug nuts. Now, the Earthquake that I had previously purchased, I got the 3/4 inch and the 1/2 inch Earthquake impact wrenches also. They're great tools too. I mean, as far as I know, I haven't used them yet, but I will. You'll see, spring, summer, and fall, what those babies will be put into action. Are they reliable? I think they probably are. You can watch it for yourself. It's all over YouTube. They're great impact wrenches, but are they this type of torque? No. They're like down here as far as their capabilities are concerned, whereas this is regain the #1 spot and for less money. Did I mention this was $349? It was a P1 kit, which means it came with a 5 amp hour 20 volt battery, a bag, and a charger. So it has your modes here, your LED, low, bright, off, and 3 mode settings, 1, 2, and 3, and then it has a screw mode on there, a little, I don't know if you can see this or not. I'm not reviewing this tool or anything, at least ways not yet, because I haven't used it yet. I haven't used any of them yet. But anyway, I have done my homework on it. This thing will do everything that I need it to do in the future and then some. I'm really confident of that. So we still have to do the other birdhouse, the second birdhouse, and we'll do that probably in the next video. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you then. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't have a DeWalt shrine? Well, I can show you how to make it. You'll just have to look.